It's time for open house. Join us the 23rd and 24th at our Martinsville location and the 30th and 31st at our Spindale location. Come out and meet the pros. There will be free food and vendors for you to shop with, plus lots of great deals on boats. For a limited time, get instant savings up to $2,600 plus a free Bass Pro Shops gift card with purchase of a select new Ranger boat. Also, for a limited time, get instant savings up to $5,600 plus a free Bass Pro Shops gift card with the purchase of select new Nitro boats. So mark those calendars and come see us.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. First things first, tomorrow, Saturday, January 24th. If you can make it to Angler's Choice, come to their open house. I'll be there from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. They're actually starting it an hour early so we can get ahead of the snow that's supposed to be coming in. Come talk fishing, come check out all the boats, come check out the tackle shop, and there will be a bunch of pros there giving seminars, and again, you can literally check out the entire warehouse full of boats. It's an awesome time, and it'll probably be able to save us a little bit from Snowmageddon that is on its way. But this video is from week 4 and 5 of the winter series at Lake Anna. I put these together because week 4 was not so good, similar to the last video when I put 2 weeks together. But I fished with my buddy Tyler Foltz, great dude, super good time fishing with him, and I just wasn't able to really put us on fish. So we started the day fishing down lake, didn't get on much of a bite, and then we ran a bit up lake to the cooler water, and we were able to catch, I want to say, 1 or 2 fish. Tyler also almost went back to back with fish number 1, and he immediately hooked up with another one that was significantly bigger, but unfortunately that one pulled off. We ran back down to Sturgeon Creek, and all the way in the back we were able to catch a limit, and then we ran back out and up lake again trying to hunt for another big one, and we just couldn't get it together, unfortunately. But we ended up weighing 8.5 pounds, which is just not going to cut it in these events. And almost 22 pounds won, 20.5 for second, and 17.5 for third. For overall standings, this left us in 6th place, about 10 pounds behind first, which isn't great, but also as we move further into the colder weather, the bags are going to get significantly larger, so 10 pounds really isn't that bad. So this is going to lead us into the 5th event, which was December 7th. I had Alex back in the boat, and the water temps were 48 to 50. Something else I want to mention, and I want your guys' responses down in the comment section below on this. We were going to have a crazy fog delay. So we launched at 7, or 7:10 or 7:15, whatever time we actually left, but we were restricted to the trolling motor only, and the tournament director took everybody's phone numbers down and was basically like, okay, you can troll around and fish, but you cannot start your big motor until you get a text from me. I've never seen anybody do that. I think that's a fantastic idea. I personally would much rather be out fishing, even if it is restricted to the trolling motor, versus sitting at the dock. So let me know if you've ever seen that in the comment section below. I think it was a great idea. I think that's something that should be implemented across the board, as long as it's safe, as long as it's not too crazy, insane foggy, which this day was pretty bad, but if you're on the trolling motor and close to the bank, I feel like in general you're pretty safe. I thought it was really cool, but let's hop into the action for week 5. Not a bunch of monitors this summer. It is a fish, an actual moving fish. Oh, he's gone. Yes. I actually hooked one.
That's a nice one.
Decent, baby.
All right. That's how we start. Okay. Woo! I was beginning to wonder if there was fish in here.
I called in the cement trucks. Probably like 5'3" or 4. I did not do much of an intro for this one. All the talking I did, I forgot to stop the camera, but I've had like 2.5 hours of fog delay, which kind of a cool rule. It's just trolling motor only, so we cannot move from where we lodged unless it's on the trolling motor. I think, what time is it? 8:30?
No, it's 9:40.
9:40. Okay, so yeah, 2.5 hours. Started at 7. We've had one bite since. Get out to the main lake and just kind of fishing across this flat point deal. Finally got one. And that's on the Gyoto shad from Big Bag Outdoors. 3.5 pounder. We need 4 more of those, and I'll be content. That's a big one.
Take your time, take your time.
There you go. Good one, though.
Yeah, we're certainly gonna take them. Oh, it's got a creek in his face.
That's kind of interesting.
Bright red, too.
Yeah. Big enough, though. I said not that big.
That's a 5.5 pounder. And
Here, look at that camera real quick. Show me where it was.
an OG Slim.
Awesome.
I don't even know what that is. No, it's a Spro.
Yeah. Oh man, this fish had that crankbait in its face. Someone had a bad morning. I hope we get back there and someone's like, I missed a giant on a crankbait.
Oh, you want it back?
Yeah, here's your crankbait. That's a 5 something.
Yeah, I'd say 5.5.
6. Damn. Yeah, you're exactly right. 557. 9 pounds for 2. Done? Good one?
Nah, 2.5.
Oh, dude, it'll work.
My drag's broken off. Not broken, it just doesn't have the clicker.
I got you. Take your time. Take your time. There you go.
Oh, he's stuck.
Stuck?
Again?
Is he stuck again?
Oh,
Do you feel him? Do you want me to back you up?
you gotta be kidding me.
Dude, did it come off? Son of a gun, dude. That's unlucky. No biggie.
Yeah, I pretty much used to fish like on the point, on the buoy end.
Oh, up this way. Okay.
I don't care. Oh, God.
Oh, dude, he's 12. 1000%.
1000%. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I was putting him on a call tag then. Not even.
Yeah.
One more go.
Oh.
No, but
I'm netting it.
he gets through, you just crank his ass in. I'm cranking his ass in now.
You're good. Oh, he's a good one, dude. Take it.
Don't say take
Where
my
is
time.
he?
There's things down there that he might get stuck in.
Nice little 1-2. word.
God, he looked so much bigger when you were like doubled over on that.
Number 5.
Hey, look.
Dude, look how deep he had that thing. It is choked. Yeah.
We got a limit.
We got a limit. And we have a really small one to get rid of, which is going to be awesome.
Yes. That's a nice one, right? Oh yeah, I'd say that's a nice one, bud.
Ready?
Yeah.
He's not. Now come up here. There we go.
There's a quarter?
Yeah. It's Maddie. Don't say anything. He said, I hope that's Matt and Alex.
17 and a half now.
Ooh. I love it when they start moving up right when your bait hits the water. That is a giant, I think. It's coming. Please be a bass. I think it's a bass. Take him around the front here. It's a bass, and it's a big one. Oh, it's a striper.
You bot!
Getting all hyped up over.
Yeah, if we were in the striper pot.
I thought it was a bass. It wasn't doing the head shakes. It is a bass. The stripe kind. And he was by himself. That got me all hyped up for nothing. It's stupid.
Another one there, wasn't
Oh yeah.
And then it gets smaller.
I'm just happy we got 5. That's a decent one. That's a good one.
I'll put it on the Pro XS.
So we were on the trolling motor for the first 2.5 hours of the day, and we only were able to catch one fish during that time, but at least it was a decent one. I think it ended up being 3.5 pounds. And then once we got that text that we could leave, we started running around and ran up lake and were able to catch a couple decent ones. Ended the day with 17.5 pounds, which was decent. I mean, I'm happy about it. I was content, just as I said after that first fish. Let's catch 4 more of these 3.5 pounders. 17.5 pounds, almost on the dot. So it's not going to win you anything. I think it ended us up in 6th place overall, but still a really good bag. Like, I'm never going to complain about 17.5 pounds. 24 pounds took this one down, and McCluskey and Parrish Malone got second with 21.5. In the overall standings, this actually moved us up a spot, so we're sitting in 5th now overall, and still 10 pounds behind first. One more note for this. I think this was actually the first time that I've ever caught a fish. Any size fish, doesn't matter, small, big, and it was a big fish, 5.5 pounder, with hard bait still in its face. If that is your red crankbait, please let me know. Like, it looked like it was so fresh. Like someone had hooked it that morning, and we rolled up 20-30 minutes later and that fish was still hungry. But again, that's the first time I've ever hooked a fish that still had a crankbait in its mouth, or any hard bait for that matter, crankbait, jerkbait, topwater. Let me know down below if that's ever happened to you. I thought that was pretty interesting. Like, I've caught plenty of fish with a Senko still in its mouth or coming out of its butt, but first time for the hard bait. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We've got some very big bags coming your way, I promise, so please click that subscribe button and follow along. We'll see you on the next one.